And we'll begin with the minutes of the 9/4/19 board meeting. We have a motion.
I'll move.
Moved by Nancy,
Second.
second by Chris. Corrections, additions, anything?
Just Joy Eliezer's name.
Oh, did I spell it wrong?
Joe.
And why doesn't spell check pick that up? Got it. Okay, I'll make the change. Thank you.
Over at the top. Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Well, who do you need? There you go. And we'll go right into public comments. Anyone? Nothing. Okay, then Debbie, you're giving a report for Randy?
Yeah, Randy is away on a little vacay, so he called me today and just wanted to give this report. Trevor Blanchard is on comp with us right now. He fell in the hole that they were digging in front of the primary care, going on 2 weeks now. He's waiting for the approval to have an MRI done. Dr. Egan's office did give him a letter saying that he'd come back with light duty, of which would be lifting no more than 5 pounds, of which we can't use him here. There's nothing that can be done here. So he's out until the MRI is done and reports come back. The trail in Perkins Clearing, they started the new bypass trail in Perkins Clearing, and they are going to be paving Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Nancy asked me where. I'm thinking it must be overlook up by Judge Purdy's Road. That I
But
think.
that's, Dan and I were talking about, that's what we think of.
That's the last of all the paving that's being done, because we've been hauling for everybody else, and I believe that's the last of that that's gonna be. So, that's the highway report, short, sweet, and very short.
Nothing on the buildings?
No.
Okay. Then we'll move into old business. First thing we have is the procurement policy. Chris, you've been spearheading that. Do you wanna?
Yep, everybody should have gotten an emailed copy of the changes that we made at the last meeting, shown in blue. And,
Now you have it in orange.
yeah, and now we have changes in orange, proposed changes in orange too. I'm still trying to edit it down. I don't see any reason why these things have to be so long and confusing. So I'm trying to still get rid of the bureaucraties, perhaps we call it.
All right.
And I moved 2 paragraphs around just to make it make more sense. And I added a sole source situation clarification. Remember Randy was concerned about that?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, and under the exceptions area, it had goods or services purchased for less than $1,000. And in order to conform with what we had further in, it had to be changed to $2,999.
Right.
But I thought I'll send this out again with these proposed changes in it, and now, are we good on all the blue changes? Nobody wanted to make any changes to the changes?
I don't know if
I didn't see
did
anything.
Randy respond at all?
No, nobody responded. Just Nancy, you say that she couldn't see the color.
Yeah, I know, I couldn't either.
It depends on how Chris sends it out, I think.
Yeah, if I send it as a PDF, you can see the color.
She's fixed it for me.
Okay.
So I will, drop a copy off to you. How's that?
Okay, that's fine. You just want to throw it in my,
You got a newspaper box out there?
no, I don't. How about I just stop by and pick it up?
All right,
Because I go to the bank or the post office pretty much every day.
okay.
Yeah, we
You
should probably
upstairs,
hold
downstairs,
off.
how do I know where to go?
Give me a day or two and I'll put a copy for you into the, oh, you know what? Take this. I don't need this.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't need that.
Okay.
The only, no,
You want the
there you
clip?
go, there's your copy.
Would you like the clip?
No,
You sure?
we got hundreds of them from when Val closed his office.
Yeah, we should probably hold off till Randy.
Oh, yeah, I don't wanna pass
Yeah.
anything today. I want everybody to have plenty of time. We wanna get this right,
Yes,
so,
so we don't have to redo it.
for another 30
January
years.
1st. So, do we need to table it again, or just leave it tabled? I don't know the procedure for that.
Well, I believe we can just leave it
Leave it
tabled
tabled?
until the next meeting.
No,
No action.
just don't take any
Right.
action, okay.
Right. Okay, the next item I had was the ADK action letter. Randy was opposed to signing it. I checked with Tracy Eldridge for the county and the other supervisors, and it's been advised not to sign on with this letter, so.
That was a memorandum of understanding about
Yeah,
salt
the
supply
MOU.
that we talked about at the last meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I don't know where I guess somebody included it in an email, because I saw the response from
Yeah.
Tracy Eldridge.
I sent it to everybody, the
Right.
response from
Well,
Tracy.
it's your fault then, okay.
Yeah, right,
And I think we went through this last year, and
Yeah.
we didn't do it last year either.
right.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I was thinking about that as I was reading through the minutes. This pretty much is the state of New York is the ones that are abusing the salt. They're gonna do whatever they wanna do, whether so, I mean, we have zero control over them.
Right. I think they're addressing each town as, because some towns do use more salt than we do. I know we use a
And
minimum.
we don't
amount.
have that issue here,
Right,
so.
Chris had sent me an email the other day about if we had any kind of bylaws or rules and regulations to policy. And Randy said he was gonna get a copy of the counties, because if the county's the one that we're guiding ourselves by the amount of salt that goes on and procedures, why not just take theirs? And all the towns takes theirs and
Correct,
proceed from there. So it's something that after you had asked me about that, I addressed it with Randy, and it's something we're gonna work on.
So he's gonna get that.
We're gonna
to-
follow
to
up
the
on it.
board, okay.
Yep.
It seems to me the county uses more salt than we do.
only because they're dictated by how much salt used by the state, on the state roads.
Yeah, but I'm not talking state.
Oh, you mean the county roads?
Yeah, I'm talking South Shore Road.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much they use.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
I travel a very short piece of that to go to work, and
substantially different.
it seems to be pretty clear all the time, so I don't know.
Just as
And I'm not-
crunchy.
I'm not suggesting that they're doing something wrong, I'm just saying that's how it looked to me.
Well, I like Randy's points about there are things that you can do to
Oh, yeah.
relieve the amount of road salt that you have to use, and I'm sure we could, if there's nothing in the county policy about that, maybe Randy would put it into a town policy. You know, with county policy, we can use as a springboard.
Yeah, right.
But I
So it's
think
just
he
something
has
that-
a lot of good ideas
Yep.
about how to cut it down.
So it's just something we're gonna get a copy of and work on that when we get it.
Interesting comment from the supervisor of Inlet, John Frey, was absolutely not signing us onto the MOU unless the state decides to open up the canopy to let more sunlight to the roads to reduce the amount of salt.
Good point.
Oh, yeah.
And I would personally have to agree with him, I'm not sure how
Oh,
the
yeah.
board
Yeah,
feels, but,
I know Neil and I talked about that
yep,
a long time ago sometime.
right. Okay, then, is there any other old business?
I just want to report from Peter Newell. I got an email from him today. He was kind of hoping to have an updated quote on the new computers that Bob and I are supposed to be receiving. But supposedly his next line sales representative has changed, so he is got to restore establishment communications with the new person. Geek talk, don't know, just giving you the report. So, I guess he wants to conclude again with more positive amount of money that he's gonna be spending on these computers, which I really thought that we were pretty much negotiable about, but, so he's coming back at us with something in black and white.
Okay,
That's his report.
okay, then we'll move into new business. Item 1 is the budget process in the special budget meeting. Mark, you wanna speak on that at all?
Everybody got a copy of the email I sent in the PDF file?
Just like that.
Have your,
So I guess the first, I'm sorry?
I didn't bring it, but I
Here,
have it.
this one?
Yeah.
So, the worksheets are due back on the 20th to me, which is Thursday or Friday.
Friday.
Friday? Yeah, Friday. And the big kicker is, once I get the figures, I gotta put them in the system, generate a tentative budget. The tentative budget then, via our town clerk Debbie, is presented to the town board officially. And the trouble this year, the way the calendar falls, it's due Friday, October 4th.
October
We have-
5th.
October 5th.
Well, October 5th, Saturday. So, we have a board meeting on the 7th. This is the last board meeting before October. So I guess we need to schedule
A special
a
meeting.
very brief special board meeting
To present it. Yeah.
for the presentation of.
Because you have to give it to me by the 30th, we talked about the other day.
Correct. I hope to have it to you by like maybe the 25th, but 25th or 26th, I hope to have it to you. So that leaves a time frame of, we'll say the 26th of September to Friday, October 4th, to have a meeting.
Is there a preference for anyone?
September 26th to the 4th of October.
Friday, October 4th, or Saturday, the 5th.
So it's a Thursday, the
Thursdays.
26th.
26th is a Thursday,
Thursday.
27th
Thursday.
Friday, and then Monday would be the 1st. And then 2nd would be Wednesday, 3rd would be on the Thursday, and the last day would be the 4th. So we wouldn't want to cut it that close anyway, probably.
The first was on
It's
what?
only a,
1st is on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I have library board.
unless
What's,
you plan to have any discussions on the tentative budget at that point, which probably not. You know,
Haven't had a chance
you're
to look
talking-
at it.
Right, you're talking a 5-minute meeting, that's all. Whatever's convenient for everybody.
We wanna do a 5 o'clock?
I can do a 5 o'clock. I have to be on the floor at home like every night that night. So if we're gonna do it, I can do it from 5 to 5:30.
On what day?
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Either the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, I'm available. If is that kind of what you're thinking about? Was like sometime between the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd?
What time do you
It's
like?
totally up to you folks, I'm very flexible.
So the first is not good then. How about the second?
Anything works with me, so.
October 2nd, 5 o'clock?
sure.
Here?
Right, right here.
So I'll advertise for that.
Because I'm not sure if the library's available.
And if it's
so-
only 5 minutes, I'm sure we're not gonna have
Yeah.
much public to
And
watch.
Yes.
hand.
there's a planning board meeting that day at 5 o'clock here.
On the second?
Well, does-
Okay.
Well, does it have to be in a,
No,
Well, the planning board can be in here, and we can be in your office if you want. How many people are on the planning board? 5? 5 members?
Yeah, it's been advertised in the paper.
Oh, not my position, that's Kathy's position.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna show up.
Okay, so you wanna hold it in
We can hold them out.
supervisor's office?
Yep.
we
Okay.
just gotta advertise that.
I will take care of that.
So that's 5 o'clock, 10:01,
10-2.
10-2.
10:02. Well, I wrote down 10:01.
Well, then switch it to 2.
Okay.
And that's for the town clerk to present the tentative budget to
to the board.
the board, okay?
Anything else, Mark?
So last year, as memory serves me, we did 3 public sessions for budget workshops. And I just wanted a feeling, we should do 3 more again this year.
Thank you, Henry.
And if we wanna do 3, then we need to schedule those 3
Well, October 7th would be our,
before October 21st.
October 7th would be our regular board meeting.
Right.
October 14th is a holiday. I am gonna be away that whole week. So,
You can't do town clerk then.
I can't do the town clerk.
Well, we can change.
We can switch.
I can
This
meet,
is all just.
yeah,
But anyway, if you look at the calendar,
here,
Yeah, I'm gonna see what mine's done.
the week of October 7th, we have the board meeting. I don't know if you want to stay after the board meeting and Danny, and I broke it apart kind of like we did last year, the supervisor, judicial, and then the town clerk for the library, and then highway and fire for the third meeting.
Well, this would be for the committee, not the whole board.
Well, it's a public meeting, open to the public.
This is, yeah, it's open to the public.
Right, but I mean, it isn't,
But it's a
Okay,
workshop who,
might not be Mike or,
correct.
well, it's the three of us, so.
If you have no input or desire for input for the supervisor or judicial, then there's no reason.
Well, October 7th is,
The week
After the
of, the
board
week of. Can be the 7th, after the board meeting.
we're already,
You're already here.
in session, so, at the library, then,
Want to do that?
right? Do we have to post a time for that?
yes.
You can,
Well, can't we,
she can put that in the notice.
We started
Right, Deb?
earlier.
well, can you do the notice just to be, do you have to?
I have to just say that it's a workshop.
Put your
just
workshop
keep-
following
Can you
board
just-
meeting?
Well, yeah, however you want me to put it.
Does that work, following?
I mean, I just never, I don't remember ever advertising that we had to break it down to departments. I mean, how long is the supervisor and judicial gonna take? How long is the town clerk and library? I mean, let's face it, the one that's the nightmare is the highway.
Highway.
I mean, let's be realistic.
That's true.
You don't need to post a length of time, it just
Okay.
immediately following the board meeting.
Right.
Does that-
Yeah.
Does that work?
So what, can we nail the,
Do you wanna switch?
yeah,
You wanna switch the town clerk,
or
library?
add me to the supervisor and the judicial if you want. Could that be a possibility?
Sure.
Then do library and fire together and leave highway on their
Yep.
own.
Do we even need to do fire? Cause we've
Probably
got a
not.
2-year contract.
Right,
Right.
Doesn't end until 2020.
So put that with the highway anyway.
Or just
Yeah.
leave it the
Yeah.
highway.
Okay, so
I mean, I
public,
can't imagine what might come up, but, well, we do put money in the budget for things other than the contract.
well,
But
just for LoSAP
Just
and,
LoSAP.
fuel,
Workers'
paving,
comp.
you know, all kinds of stuff, gas, diesel, it's
Yeah,
all in
but
our
that's-
budget.
yeah. It isn't that much, it's
Yeah, it's-
nominal.
It wouldn't take that long,
It's another $100,000, that's why,
yeah.
you know.
okay, so is it okay if we, being as selfish as I'm being, public workshop number 1 would be the supervisor, the judicial, and the town clerk's budgets?
Sure.
Okay, and that's gonna be October 7th at the library, and you're doing that before the board meeting? After the board meeting?
Immediately after the board.
Okay,
How's that?
That way it doesn't run into the.
Okay.
You don't crunch, yeah, you don't crunch.
Great, I'm
supper,
sorry for
board
being-
meeting, and-
No, that's right. How about the next one? And we have till the 14th, correct?
No, we haven't.
Should we move highway up, because that is the big
That's the big one.
bugaboo,
We should dedicate a night just for that.
Just for
Yeah.
that, yeah.
but I'm thinking, oh, I see, week of October 14th,
So
both
do
of
you,
them. Okay.
you're gonna be gone the whole week, but highway doesn't,
have nothing, yeah,
Yeah,
cause I'm not taking minutes at that, that's just a workshop.
Yeah.
So I'm just was just asking for my 2 lines to be moved up so I could be present. I don't have to be there after that.
so the 14th, you wanna just put just highway? Is that what?
And that's a holiday, don't forget.
That's, yeah. it's
That's Columbus
Not a
Day.
holiday for me.
Okay.
It is for me, it's an Italian holiday.
I'm sorry.
Any
All right, the
excuse.
15th it
No, I'm
is,
Italian, first
The 15th
generation
then?
American.
whatever everybody wants. I should be pretty clear that week, I believe.
So are you gonna bring those meetings back here? Are you gonna put them at the library? What are you gonna do with those?
I'll have to check on the availability at the library, but maybe we should hold them here. We'll hold the first one at the library immediately following the,
Okay,
So when is
Board
this
meeting.
one, on Columbus Day?
no, I
No,
think they said
you-
the 15th.
we're looking at the
Oh.
15th now?
And that's
And
court,
that's court.
court's at 7, but if you guys have it at 5, think that,
Well, maybe we
I think
should
we
do
might need
this,
more time than that.
go to the 16th. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
All right,
I think I should,
16th is on a Wednesday?
Yep,
yeah, I think I can work out that.
so October 16th at the town hall or at the library?
Why don't we do it here,
Okay,
because I'm not sure what's available.
and what time?
That's,
5?
wanna do that 5 o'clock?
Fine with me?
And that's for the highway,
Let's do just
wanna-
highway.
just
You want-
highway?
You wanna start out with the library for the first 20 minutes and then go to highway and then highway again the following week? Can we do highway in one meeting?
I doubt it. Took 3 last year.
What do you think about that? When would the library get done?
Do you think that that needs to be separate, or do you want, can we combine it with the supervisor, the town clerk?
I had it with the supervisor,
Yeah.
town clerk and library.
Yeah,
Okay, library then too?
Yep.
Okay, that's
On
great.
10/7.
Okay.
yep,
How about 16th?
Is that okay, Nancy, with you? Good.
16th is highway then,
okay, at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
And then would we add as needed?
Fire department? Oh, you mean more workshops on the highway?
Second meeting on the highway? I
Yeah,
think we're
I
gonna need
would
it.
schedule that.
Well, that's gonna have to be real soon after that if we do it on the 15th.
Or 16th?
16th.
16th.
Here's your friend.
Does that give, because
Cricket.
Randy's the one who was gonna have to sharpen his pencil after we talk, right? By and large.
When's he coming back?
Well,
Wednesday.
He'll be here.
Randy will be here on Wednesday. So maybe 2 meetings for the highway and add the fire department on that second one of highway?
Let's try to do that.
Or do the fire department on the first one of highway, and then we can just keep going with highway till,
So do the 16th highway and fire
Okay.
department? Fire department shouldn't be,
no, it shouldn't
Yeah.
take very
No,
long.
it
So 5 o'clock for the fire department, and then highway to
Right after.
continued after. And then you're gonna have to pull another meeting, you think?
what's the next date then? That works for everybody.
Well, the 16th is a Wednesday. If you've gotta have this turned in by the 21st, you really only got the 17th and 18th, or the 21st itself.
I feel we better go with the 18th, give Randy a little time in between if,
Well, and Mark needs
You gotta,
time
you gotta
too.
give me time.
oh, Mark too, yeah.
Yeah.
Time's up.
Already?
Cause that has to be handed in, the preliminary budget has to be passed by the town board by the meeting by the 21st. And and we do have a meeting that day, so we could pass it that day.
Well, that was my thought, to get it in there.
Right,
We don't have to wait until the week of October 14th to have the first highway meeting. It could be the week of October 7th. We're doing October 7th, which is Monday.
Yeah.
We're
yes,
gonna do supervisor.
that's gonna be after the meeting, yep.
Right,
Library supervisor, judicial and clerk.
so
You wanna do another
maybe
one
we could
earlier?
have the first highway meeting sometime midweek or later in the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday of that week.
What are those dates?
I don't wanna
8th,
be-
9th,
8th and 9th.
8th, 9th.
8th or 9th works for me. You wanna just go with the 8th for now? That's the next day,
okay, that
You
would
wanna
be,
go the 9th?
I have court on Tuesdays, so go with the 9th.
9th.
That's the 9th at the public town meeting, 5 o'clock, highway, fireman first, highway second. And then you need to do another highway meeting.
Right.
Okay, so that one's gonna have the fire department on the 9th, and then the 16th will just be follow-up highway.
Correct.
Okay.
So you're gonna send that to Judy, so I'm sure I get your.
You got that. So you wanna have your last meeting, follow up, with the superintendent of highways on the 16th.
Right,
That
and
would be
that gives
Wednesday.
us time if
Okay.
we have to have a
If we have
third
to have
meeting
a
on
third.
highway,
Okay.
we're not,
5
Being
o'clock town
rushed.
hall.
okay.
Okay, I'll post this. Okay, 7th, 9th, and the 16th.
All at 5 o'clock at town hall,
Yep,
okay.
except for the first one, it's gonna be after the meeting.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
Right,
sorry.
7th
Yep, nope,
is
that's fine.
after the meeting.
Does that work for you, Mark?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, that was the biggie.
You gonna redo your little thing and email them out again?
Yep. All right, those were the biggest dates. Once we get through that, everything else will just kind of fall into place.
Right.
Yep.
We still have to wait for health insurance numbers and,
We're meeting with Steve tomorrow at 2, correct?
Steve's on.
Yep.
yeah, but
That's
that's
tomorrow.
not health insurance.
Yeah, no, that's just, we won't get health insurance for
Right.
a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, and then last year it changed after,
Yep.
Is that it, Mark?
That's it, great, thank you.
Thank you. The next item I had under new business is the establishment of the mean high water mark site in Dagger Lake. I mentioned that, there is an established elevation,
Stop clicking.
although what we need to do is come up with a way of determining where that is on the ground and doing some further investigation. It really requires a surveyor to do that. So I guess I'm asking the board if we want to look into hiring a surveyor to establish a point somewhere on the lake of the mean high water mark. It's been done on other lakes and,
Do we wanna get RFPs on that? I mean, I don't know, I have no idea what that's gonna cost.
I haven't checked yet, but I can, I mean, you've got Chris Diedrich, you've got,
Yeah, I mean, if we get a ballpark
yeah,
from a couple of guys, maybe.
all right, I'll do that. and,
do we even wanna get, I agree with you, we should get some prices just to see what
Yeah.
it might be.
Okay,
But I wonder if we're getting way too picky about this. You know, that big boulder down there is black. And that's pretty much the mean high water mark up to the top of that black part of the boulder. And anybody with a laser level can shoot the line out. And then we can take the 20 feet from there. And that establishes where the personal property can be.
well, the mean high water mark is, an elevation that's taken over a 10-year period, so that top black mark may not be the mean high water mark.
I agree,
Yeah,
I agree. I'm just saying, how specific do we have to get, you know?
yeah.
Just something to think of.
I mean, we
Get some
get-
prices, we'll see.
Yeah, we can
I
certainly,
mean, it might not be that big a deal, I don't know.
it might not.
Yeah, because we're really not looking for
Corners.
corners and
Right.
everything.
Right.
We're just looking for a spot on the ground.
All right, I'll investigate that and have some numbers at the next meeting. Not on the agenda, but something I sent to everybody just the end of last week, and that was the contract for VSG and Company. I'm not sure, Nancy, did you have a chance to read through it?
The who?
The contract?
For VST?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I read the proposal and all,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah.
before I signed it, just wanna make sure if anybody had any questions on it or
It's,
anything.
that's pretty much bullet.
It is, it is,
Yeah.
okay, so
But it doesn't read any different than the one we did at camp, really.
right, pretty much tells them that
Yeah,
they're not responsible.
basically
for-
gives a scope and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and we
okay,
met with them the other day and they asked a bunch of questions and what our expectations were and what they needed from Kathy and Debbie and whoever to get going, so.
it's
And
fun to
how
check.
did the meeting go?
Good.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Everybody seemed to click with him?
Yep,
That's good. Yeah, the contract
well, that
looks good to
wasn't
me.
the actual person.
Oh, it wasn't?
that-
Okay.
We met with Will Reynolds and Peter Getz.
Goetz.
Yeah, I
Goetz.
believe.
But it's a woman that's gonna be doing the audit, right?
Well, a woman, and then I think he said there was another gentleman, and, you know, so it's like, it's more like a team.
Team.
And I think this gentleman, who is Peter, is.
He's our contact.
Yeah,
person.
he's like the contact person, and he
He'll be overseeing
Yeah.
our needs, so.
Okay,
Yeah, and that'll end up getting reviewed by two partners and
so do you want a motion, the board authorizing you to sign that, or?
I would feel okay with that. You're making that motion, Chris?
I'll move,
I'll second it.
Okay, Chris is making a motion to,
authorize Dan to sign the contract with the.
Chris made the motion.
Yeah.
Second way.
I thought you said BSG, that's why I was thinking, who's that?
So, Chris,
motion by Chris, we have a second.
yeah,
by Bob, oh, by Nancy.
Nancy? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
And there's a copy of this in my office if anybody needs it too. And
We all got a copy.
We all got a
We
copy,
all
but I
got a
just
copy.
want to put it on file.
copy in my folder.
Once I sign this, I'll give you a copy of the contract too. Any other new business? Hearing none, I'll entertain for a motion to pay the bills. Anyone?
So moved.
Chris?
Second.
Second Bob? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Good. And we're back to public comments. Anyone?
Go first. Well, at the last meeting, the board had talked about contacting the lawyer for the town to find out about the personal property on the right, on lot 175. Was that done?
Yeah, and the lawyer, they suggested that we do establish the mean high water mark before we do anything.
Okay, who is the lawyer for the town?
Young and Summers, I can give you her
Can you spell the Solomons?
SOMMERS.
Okay, got it. And is the abstract for 175 available?
Oh, yeah, I've had it available that,
I know it's been online, but we're questioning if all the meat and potatoes is in that, like the whole.
That's the whole, I thought
That's
I
all of
emailed
it?
that to you. That is
Did
it,
you
that's
get, you
it.
got it, okay, Tim's got it then. Okay, I was just wondering if there was, it seemed like somebody had, there was like 100 and some pages out there and then there was possibly more, so that's what I was
That's
wondering.
it.
I just want to make sure, yeah, that let's, no, that should be, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so the attorney said to figure out the high water mark.
before we removed anything, just to make sure that we're legally
Okay.
moving stuff off of the town property.
Is the attorney aware, is the town's attorney aware that several of the right-of-ways are listed in their abstracts, in their own abstracts, as being able to use the property for recreational purposes?
If we go back a couple of years, a lot of this stuff was covered with the attorney, yes.
Okay,
But as far as taking action now, as far as removing some of the personal property off the town property, we have not had any discussion as far as the right-of-way owners. We're treating it as not personal property on town property.
that it's not allowed to be there, right?
According to the resolution that was passed, yes, that's correct.
Okay,
I would think recreational purposes wouldn't mean storage. Just, I'm not a lawyer, but that would be my guess.
right. I don't know, there's, I think some timelines there. Especially if you're dealing with where it's being put.
So if the attorneys take it from there.
Yeah. Let's see, was there anything else? Am I missing anything?
Nope.
Okay, I'm done.
Can I ask you a question, Stephanie?
Yes,
Has an association actually been formed yet?
yes.
Is that your paperwork filed and everything?
The attorney's working on all of it right now.
Right.
Okay, good.
Anyone else?
Danny, doesn't Barry Baker up to real property tax have maps showing the high water mark for Lake Pleasant and Sacandaga Lake?
No,
Anything in tax mapping, you know?
no.
I know Don Ledley used to have a map and it showed all the different elevations according to the Army Corps of Engineers.
There's not an established mean high water mark for Lake Pleasant.
Okay.
There is one for Sacandaga Lake though.
The only other thing, you talk about the high water mark down there on Golf Course Road. I know when I was working for the town, a couple different times, went down that road with a snow plow in the spring, and there was water on both sides of the road from that hole on the golf course, right down the end of the top. So, I mean, what do you call a high water mark?
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Lake Pleasant it does have an established mean high water mark. I must have missed that before. I'm sorry.
And like I said, Don had a map, and it was Army Corps of Engineers, and it showed a lot of the elevations. I thought maybe Sacandaga was included with it.
But we know the elevation, it's just establishing where that is on the ground is what we need to do next.
I know at the last meeting, they talked about the state owning the high water, beyond the high water mark, all that stuff, but if you push come and shove, like I said, you go down there in the spring and there's water on both sides of the road. Does that mean the state owns all them places on the right and the left, outside of the house being up high and dry?
Because that would be above the mean high water mark. Yeah,
It's just a crazy situation.
yeah. Anyone else? Hearing nothing, roundtable, Deb?
Nope.
Nancy?
The only thing I have is about the food clinics being
Yeah,
held,
and Chris, you put it on the webpage also?
And on my personal Facebook
Yeah,
page.
there's one on October 10th at the courthouse between 1 and 2, and one at the Senior Citizen Center on the 11th, between 2 and 3.
Very good.
I forgot to ask Nancy, Debbie, and yourself, by Friday, you'll have the paperwork for me on your desk. I can drop in and pick it up.
What time?
Whose desk?
Well, at the end of the workday.
Okay.
On Dan's desk? On whose desk?
That's good. Yeah, put it on the end. You'll take it, so.
We're pretty much done, aren't we?
Yeah, but Nancy's got paperwork, Debbie's got paperwork for me,
I'll be
Okay.
in my office.
And Randy's
Alright.
should too.
and Randy's, well, he's out right now, so I'll get a hold, he'll be back Thursday, is that?
Wednesday.
He'll be back here working Wednesday.
Oh, I'll get a hold of him. Yeah, just leave it on Dan's, or leave it on Dan's, that'll be fine. Okay, thanks.
Chris, anything?
No?
Bob?
Okay, you've breakfast
Um,
done. I gotta do,
I just want to report that I have been having some conversation with Frontier. Seems positive. We'll know more in a couple of weeks. Senator Tedesco is being very helpful as far as making some efforts to get Frontier to ante up to some of the problems that we're having. We had a discussion at the last meeting about Hamilton County Cable. I sent a couple emails to Brad Patelli at Slick, who is actually running Hamilton County Cable now. I haven't heard yet back from him to date. So the contract runs up to the end of October, and hopefully we'll make contact before that happens.
Well, the law just says we have to notify him.
Yeah,
Doesn't say that we, if he doesn't show up or contact you back, that we can't take any action.
right. But I'm not sure what kind of action we
that's what I was gonna
would.
say, what kind of action?
Yeah, we don't have,
All we could do is vote to extend the contract and then see if they accept it or not.
Yeah,
Because, you know, if we don't wanna have a contract with them, then everybody's cable service is gone. And there are still people that are hanging in there and hoping that this outfit will get things straightened out. So, it would be interesting to find out how many subscribers they have now, though.
137, I believe is the number.
Oh, it's gone down quite a bit then.
Yeah,
37?
137.
137, wow. That's between Wells and here, or just here?
It's the town of Lake Pleasant.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's only to the courthouse.
Hmm?
That's only to the courthouse.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Well, last year it was like 240 something, right?
I don't think it was in the 200s, but I could be wrong. You probably know better than I do, Chris.
Well, I can look it up in a hurry.
Yeah. That's all I have. And is there any reason to go into executive session? No? And let's see how Chris is doing here.
You don't wanna copy that because he's gonna do it anyway.
I think, no, I think Mark is gonna do a nice
Okay.
clean copy for us all.
274 last year.
274.
That was just before Slick's people took it over.
Okay.
So going down to 137 is
I didn't think there were that many
quite a
households.
change.
With a lot of camps and stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
You just think the trailer park must, they must all have.
Okay,
I
then now,
guess.
Yeah.
this time I'll entertain for a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
Moved by Nancy. Second,
Second.
Chris. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you, Victor. Ready for spring to come back. Spring? Yeah. I'm about past fall and winter.
Yeah, me too.
Huh? You mean last spring pass?
That's me.
Yeah, yeah, I got a couple body
Take
bags.
care, Neil.
Folks, just.
See ya.
Got a body bag.
Yeah,
Oh, did she bring that down?
Yeah, and we gave her
yeah,
a chicken.
no, I've got,
Oh, chicken.
one's actually cremation bag.
Have a second?
Yeah, sure.
He's such a brat.
Nancy,
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this on your desk, okay?
Okay.
Need that right?
2749.
Well, actually,
I have a file right here.
I need to mail this to him.
Okay, I'll I'll take
You
care
make
of it in the morning.
copy?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll take care of it tomorrow. I'll be your little secretary. About 5 minutes.
I can get Kathy to.
No, I'll do it, because I'll just file it with me anyway.
Yes, I do.
And we had to do something about that, so we.
Yeah, my daughter Caitlin's going on a business trip and asked Megan and I, Caitlin's going on California on a business trip and she asked Megan and I if we want to go for a couple of days. So we're going up to Beverly Hills for 2 days.
Oh my God.
And then we're driving down to Dana's Point at Long Beach, spending a day there. So I'll be gone, we fly out Tuesday morning and come back Friday night. I can't say no.
Beverly Hills.
is that a red eye?
Oh, that is a red eye, yes, yes, and I'm sure with all the wines we'll be drinking in California, I will be back anyway. So I'll be fresh as a daisy on Monday.
Establishing that this public hearing.
Gotta go.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't
Yes, you know,
imagine
the road
turning
trip.
that down.
And the road trip is an hour and a half from Beverly Hills to Dana's Point with the girls. It's gonna be a once in a lifetime experience.